The next one is practice. I mean, I know there were so many guys I played with that hated going to practice. I loved going to practice. I loved it. Because it was another chance for me to play. It was another chance for me to get out there and smack somebody around and tell them I just smacked you around. Okay? My brother, one of my younger brothers has a podcast, and he interviewed me on it, asking me, what was your favorite game? What was your best game? And my answer was, guess what? None of them. I loved every single one exactly the same, but guess what? I love practice even more. Because practice is where I learned, and that was the hardest part of it. When I got to the game, guess what? That was so easy. Because I worked so hard to practice. Right? So by the time the game came, just like this, if you practice and you give each other pitches, or you go home and you pitch in the mirror, right? Or you tape record, that's all practice. And by the time you get to presenting, that's easy. You already did it. That comes second hand. But you got to practice. And when you're sleeping, I'm practicing. And Don will account for that. Okay? Because that's when you get it done. You have to get into it. And the next one's game day. Okay? But again, if you prepare yourself for game day or your sale, it's natural. Okay? I don't care what you put in my hands. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay? Because I'm going to take it and I'm going to make sure that I learn it, I commit myself to it, and I go with it. Okay? That's just how it is. But again, you got to practice in order to make perfect. And you hear that saying all the time, and that's the truth. And the next thing is enjoying it, right? Enjoying and getting ready for the next game. So it's great to get this check, but guess what? If I put everything on this one check, that means nothing, right? This is great. I made this, but I already have other things going too, right? So it's like once you get one check or you make one sale, let's go. Go to the next one, right? That's what you need to do. So just like in any type of sport, coaches will say, great job, guys. Now let's prepare for the next game. It's the same exact thing. You got prepared for the next one. So get back to those leads, get back to those phone calls. But make sure that you do take a second to enjoy it. I talked a little bit about dedication, okay? It goes hand in hand with discipline and dedication, all right? You have to stay on track. So, in order, Don gives you forms to keep track of your time management, okay? I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have succeeded if I didn't have time management, if I didn't manage what I was doing. I used to put down the time I brushed my teeth in the morning to the last thing I would do before bed and have it in a book. Dude, you're crazy. No, I know what I'm doing, right? But you got to have that discipline. Also, with the discipline and dedication, just completely submerge yourself into it, into the business. Okay, you have to fully open your ears and eyes up and learn everything. Okay, that's the only way that I feel that you can really become dedicated to something. Is if you step back, listen to it all, open up, let it come in, and then once you believe it, dedicate yourself to it. Okay? The other part is trusting. You got to trust your leaders. I wouldn't be here if I didn't trust Don. Period. Okay? I know Don. I know what he's done. I know where he's been. I know that when I come here, he has the best interest for myself, the best interest for the company, the best interest for all you people. Okay? So that you can't break. Okay, and I'm simply telling you that you can trust the same way I trust. So it's like you have to be able to trust your leaders and trust the path that they're giving you. All right? And, follow what Don's developed here. And that's speaks for itself. Another thing what Don said was, that I thought I was going to beat this record here. When I told him that, I made sure to myself, okay, I better go do that, right? Well, like I said, I'm not going to fall short because I take pride in myself, right? And I take pride in my results. So if in my training, Don gave me, a nice little introduction when he introduced everybody, and Rowan was there, and, there was maybe 8 other people. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, Don gave me a really nice introduction, right? So I better step it up here and show these other guys why Don spoke so highly of me. I take pride in what I do. I take pride in how I dress. I take pride when I go to work. right? I take pride in my kids and what they do. Take pride in this. Take pride in what you do. Tell everybody. Everywhere I go, people are like, does this dude shut up? He tells me everything, right? But guess what? They know that I sell knives. They know that I sell Restelli meats. They know, right? So if they ever need it, who they can come to? Me, right? The another real big part of, I believe, selling, right, is conviction in what you do. Okay, so you know, like I was saying about believing, right? You have to believe in the company. You have to believe in your cutlery. You have to believe in Restelli meats. Okay, and I'll tell you, I'm not sure how many people you guys are going to the Restelli tour, but I went there. What was it, about a month and a half ago? About that. Okay, when I was a young kid, I worked for a butcher shop. Okay, and I worked there from the time I was 12 to 24. Okay, so I mean, I know how it is in a butcher shop. I mean, I know how brutal it can be. And I'll tell you, and I knew kind of going into Restelli's, I'm thinking, all right, it's going to just be like Luigi's, right? So I go in there, and seriously, it was a completely different scene. I mean, it's like 100% clean, everything's automated. I mean, just really nice, clean packaging. I'm walking through there thinking, wow, this is like, you know, a really nice butcher shop, not the one that I'm used to where there's blood and sawdust all over the floor, right? And that's really what it looks like in a butcher shop. So, you know, I like to be able to see that. I like to be able to see the knives before I sell them, right? Because I need to know that I believe in what I'm selling. I'm not going to go sell you something that I'm not going to use myself, that I'm not going to eat myself, okay? So I saw it. I went and saw Restelli for myself, right? Guess what? When I go and sell that, you can't tell me any differently. And people know that. People know how serious, you know, and how I feel about it because it comes through my presentation, okay? And they also know me. And they know that I take pride in everything I do. And they're going to want to see me succeed. Everyone I meet with, they know that I want to succeed. Okay? And if they can help me succeed, they're going to help me. If I can help them succeed, I'm going to return the favor. Okay? But again, you have to make, you know, you have to have it come through your presentation. So if you have a chance to go to Restelli, I would recommend you going. Okay? I'm sure that you've all tried their steaks, right? So you know how they taste. Okay? They're damn good. It's very easy to talk about it. Right? And it's very easy to sell, especially when it comes through the presentation. When you feel it coming through the presentation, the other person is going to feel it coming through the presentation. And it's going to be a very easy sale. Okay? Because they're going to know that you love what you do. And that's the best feeling. When you love what you do and it comes through the presentation, you're just walking through places. Here, sign here. Sign here. Sign here. That's how it works. And again, this is a great opportunity to where you can actually go to people that you know and help them. Right? So they might not have or know of a good place to buy meats or seafood, right? Or desserts. I mean, they had everything. Or they might not know a place to go and get good knives. Okay? So now here you are. You're showing your friends, your family, referrals, people that you know, nice products that you believe in. Now you're able to help people that you know and serve them. Okay? It's a great feeling. And then guess what? 2 months down the road, they've eaten the steaks, they've used your knives, they're telling you, hey, great, thank you so much for coming to my house. Thank you so much for introducing us to my life. I was there when we were at Restelli's, and the one woman that, I don't know who she was, she had the knives. She said, it changed my life. I mean, that's an unbelievable compliment. Right? She probably had another set of knives, now she has Quest, and she loves them. Right? Same thing that my brother told me. Dude, these are awesome. He was one of the guys that bought the knives from me. Right? I mean, so people, you know, they're going to come back to you and say, thank you so much for introducing us. Thank you so much for coming to my house. Okay? And the last thing here is about the potential in Quest. I mean, like I told you, I've known Don, and I know what kind of person he is, right? And the level of success that Don has. Me personally, I'm on that road, right? I'm on that path. And I like to say that if you can find people that you can surround yourself with that are successful, hook your wagon to it and ride with it. Okay? It's the same thing here. Quest can be enormous across the country company. Okay? And that's where it's going. And you guys, what training class is this done?
What do you mean? I mean,
Like out of the...
with 90 days since
90
the first
days.
one. Yeah.
I mean, so you guys are here within the first 90 days of something to seriously go across the country and explode. Okay? Because we're helping people, we're bringing new products in, that whole blue ocean, okay, way of thinking. I mean, that's just a huge, huge potential. There's so many things out there in America that people sell, people don't have jobs for, right? This is an opportunity to have something that not everyone's doing and another way to help somebody. Okay, that to me is great potential for a company. And guess what? At the same time, you get to teach people things. Okay? You guys can be up here one day doing the same exact thing that I'm doing. It's a great feeling. I love doing this. Okay? I love talking to people. I love sharing how to succeed. Okay? That's the best feeling, telling someone how you do it. All right? Don, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Nick.